Hi everyone, I am Zainab Masood from the University of Auckland, New Zealand. Today I will present a journal first paper titled How Agile Teams Make Self-Assignment Work, a grounded theory study co-authored with Rashina Huda and Kelly Blinko. Starting with what do we know about task allocation in software development from the literature. In traditional software development, it is mostly the project manager who manages the team and takes the task allocation decisions. While allocating tasks, the manager keeps into account certain factors such as knowledge, skill set and expertise, experience and proficiency of team members. The competence of the project manager and how well they plan and execute these activities significantly contributes to success of the project. With the advent of agile software development, task allocation is no more the sole responsibility of a manager. Instead of the manager assigning the task, the team members pick tasks for themselves through self-assignment. The concept of self-assignment emerged as a key practice to fulfill the two principles in the Agile Manifesto. Build projects around motivated individuals, and the best architectural requirements and designs emerge from self-organizing teams. Theoretically, Agile teams, in particular Scrum team members, are meant to self-assign one high-priority task at a time during the sprint. It could be during sprint planning meeting, daily stand-up, or at any time within running sprint. We know from literature that the transition from manager delegation to self-assignment does not happen overnight. The manager may not trust teams and individuals and still prefer delegating tasks. The team members, on the other hand, may not be comfortable to self-assign tasks due to lack of confidence. Some team members may self-assign low-priority tasks, ignoring the high-priority ones. Limited literature indicates self-assignment can be challenging to practice, but the literature does not cover the various aspects of self-assignment in detail. To address this research gap, this study explored what leads to practicing self-assignment, what facilitates and constrains self-assignment in Agile teams, and how do Agile practitioners overcome these constraints to achieve project outcomes. We collected data through pre-interview questionnaires, semi-structured interviews, and team observation, involving 42 participants who were practicing self-assignment in their teams. We applied Strauss-Karpman's versions of grounded theory, which comprises of 3 data analysis procedures: open coding, axial coding, and selective coding. The details of these data analysis procedures and how we applied them in our study can be found in the paper. Based on our analysis, we present a grounded theory of making self-assignment work that explains the causes giving rise to the need for self-assignment, a set of facilitating conditions and constraining conditions that mediate self-assignment, and a set of strategies applied by Agile teams resulting in different consequences. We will cover these individually. While investigating what leads to self-assignment, we found that most of the teams started practicing self-assignment as part of their Agile transformation journey or Scrum adoption. Then issues with manager delegation, such as growing frustration among team members, lack of motivation, low quality of work, inaccurate estimates, motivated teams to practice self-assignment. As an example, when managers delegate tasks, they may not always be fully aware of actual implementation details, any underlying technical or non-technical risks, and the expected time to perform a task, which could potentially lead to inaccurate estimates for the team members. We found that certain attributes of the artifact, for example, comprehensive task information, appropriate task breakdown, and well-defined acceptance criteria or definition of done, can facilitate an effective self-assignment. Similarly, doing estimation and task breakdown collectively as a team also facilitate self-assignment. We also found that good understanding of problem and in-depth product knowledge facilitate self-assignment decision for agile practitioners. While investigating what constrains self-assignment, we also found that teams face certain challenges when practicing self-assignment. Some examples are urgent work, manager intervention, and self-assignment for new team members. Next, we will see how teams work around these challenges. When there's some high priority urgent work, for example, a high impact bug in some part of the application, or a showstopper reported by the customer, then in such situation, task delegation takes over self-assignment as a common practice, which results in better work quality and quick completion as a positive consequence, but leads to less opportunity for the team members to grow, threatening autonomy and resulting in unhealthy team culture. Another rather uncommon strategy practiced to address urgent work is calling for volunteer. The manager will post a message through online channels, Slack, or email, or even notify the team members during the daily stand-up about the high priority of the task, and let the team member choose that task. In this case, if an experienced resource self-assigns such a task, then it can potentially result in better work quality and quick completion. On the other hand, if an inexperienced resource self-assigns such tasks, it will potentially add delay and compromise the work quality. We found multiple instances when the manager or any team lead were often found proposing or suggesting their way of doing things. To minimize this influence of the manager or team lead, teams are seen to conduct task allocation session in their absence. We observed that manager briefed the team about the work items, then they collectively estimated the work items, and then the manager left the meeting room. This results in different positive consequences, including managers' effective time utilization, promoting autonomy, increasing opportunity for the team members to grow, and adding more cross-functionality in team. We also found that practicing self-assignment was challenging for new resources. Pairing up the new resource with a senior developer is also reported to help them learn and fit in the team and understand development practices, including self-assignment. Fixed work assignment is another strategy where a new team member is assigned a specific role for some time, like the role of a bug manager who is only responsible to handle all the bugs. This way, the new member is introduced to various areas of the application or the product. Both these strategies help the new team members to explore, learn, and expand their knowledge with practice, building their confidence over time. From our analysis and participants' data, we combine a list of recommendations which can be used by agile practitioners to make self-assignment a valuable practice in their settings. Teams starting with self-assignment can initially apply it for part of their project, such as new development features or enhancements, rather practicing it for the entire project. Managers can guide team members if they feel they have committed to something which is hard to accomplish. Similarly, teams and manager can help new team members to choose easier tasks. If multiple people are interested in working on the same task, they can preferably pair up. If someone selects a task they are not skilled or good at, the estimate for that task should be kept generous to allow any additional effort. More recommendations can be found in our paper. To conclude, self-assignment results in motivated and happy individuals. It gives them an environment to learn and grow. But self-assignment is not as easy and as straightforward as one might expect. Teams and managers must work together to address challenges and make self-assignment work. Thank you for watching.